Attention. I would just like to set the record straight before this video starts. These are not the essays that got me into UCLA and Berkeley. These are the essays that I used as an applicant to UC back in 2014 when I was a senior in high school. If you don't know my story, the Cliff's Notes version is that I applied when I was a senior in high school to several UCs. I was rejected from every single school that I applied to. Fast forward 3 years later, I applied again as a community college student for transfer, and I was accepted to every single school that I applied to. If you're interested in seeing those essays, please watch this video right here where I read them out loud. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, just one other thing before I actually read the essays. I thought it would be funny to do this just for a little chuckle. Also, I actually think it could be beneficial to you, anyone who's writing their essays out there, just because you can see an example of what not to do. Clearly, I did not get in. Of course, this is not the sole reason that I got rejected, but I do think this played a pretty large part because in conjunction with my horrible grades, I had like subpar essays, so I couldn't even make a decent case for myself as to why they should accept me. But anyway, one other thing though is that I did write these essays in 2014. In 2014, the prompts were different for the UC application essays. Actually, they weren't even called personal insight questions, they were called personal statements. So there were only 2 of them. I only had to write 2 essays, and here they are. So the first prompt is describe the world you come from. For example, your family, community, or school, and tell us how your world has shaped your dreams and aspirations. So this is my response. It had to be 500 words. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? This is the question that my principal has challenged the student body with on the first day of school for the past 4 years. Asking a group of teenagers this is a pretty unconventional and heavy way to start off the year, but then again, my school in general is pretty unique. Instead of a football team, you'll find the all-female student body rushing to classes, sporting plaid skirts, white polo shirts, navy blue sweaters, and hair fashioned in the signature prez bun. At Presentation High School, male absence is our source of pride, proving that girls can measure up to, and in many cases surpass, boys. Pushing the envelope is in our nature, and we are not shy to go above and beyond in everything we do. As a student at an all-girls institution, I may have missed out on traditional high school experiences, but I developed a deep appreciation for the impact my school has had on my life and the dreams and aspirations that I am determined to achieve in the forthcoming years. Computer science is frequently associated with boring jobs in the tech industry where you will find employees are prisoners of their cubicle, developing carpal tunnel with every letter they type. That was my impression of CS before I accidentally attended a women in computer science meeting at my school. Now an active member of WIX, I've met experts in the field, visited local startups, and been presented with unparalleled opportunities that cater to my interests and needs. I've attended Girls Teaching Girls to Code events hosted by Stanford University that aim to educate high school girls on basic computing skills. Next semester, I will be attending Girls Who Code workshops where I will be introduced to computer coding. Computer science is a field where there is a significant lack of female involvement. Thanks to the opportunities afforded to me by WIX, I am helping to change this. Seeing the success that my peers have had by participating in clubs like these has motivated me to reach higher than ever before. Being surrounded by driven females has pushed me to be a more ambitious person who takes charge of her future. It's the opportunities like these that Presentation has offered me that have really had a significant impact on the way I view my future. By exposing me to successful and positive female role models, Presentation has altered the boundaries and goals I have set for myself in every way imaginable. As a shy freshman, I never would have imagined accomplishing even half the things I've done in the past couple of years. Now that I have seen other women achieve the goals they set for themselves, I view the world without a glass ceiling and push myself to do things that take me out of my comfort zone. It is because of this environment that I have matured at Presentation that I am now able to fearlessly pursue my dreams. So you know what? That was actually pretty good. Not to toot my own horn, but when I think about the experience that I had writing these essays, I literally did them like on November 30th. And as you know, the application is due on November 30th. So the fact that I was able to pull something this decent off is surprising. I think at the moment I was under such pressure and stress and just feeling so insecure that my memory is like terrible, but that was actually pretty good. If you actually read the essay, there are kind of a lot of typos. Once again, I think it's because I was feeling pretty rushed. But I mean, I think the tone was pretty good. I'm kind of more surprised, pleasantly surprised, than I expected it to be. I honestly was kind of scared to do this, but that was pretty good. I think the next one is the one that's pretty embarrassing though. So let me get around to that one. All right, so this prompt says, tell us about a personal quality, talent, accomplishment, contribution, or experience that is important to you. What about this quality or accomplishment makes you proud, and how does it relate to the person you are? Once again, this is 500 words. I think what I wrote is definitely not 500 words. It looks significantly shorter than the first essay. So this is what I wrote, and I'm honestly cringing just reading the first sentence. Okay, here we go. Hold on. This isn't water. I'm joking, it is. Okay. Most people do not have a difficult time when picking out which toothpaste to buy. I, on the other hand, could easily spend 20 minutes standing in the hygienic aisle at the grocery store, debating between the one with whitening power or the one with enamel protection. When you have parents who own their own dental practice, this type of attention to detail becomes routine. For as long as I can remember, my parents have heavily emphasized how important taking care of your teeth is. Your smile is the first thing people notice about you, my father would say. That's very true. When I was younger, I paid little mind to this statement. Now a decade older and more well-versed in making first impressions, I can honestly say that most compliments I receive usually pertain to my smile. A smile is more important than just flashing your teeth for a split second. A smile is an indicator. A smile lets the people around you know that you are friendly, approachable, and that you want to get to know them better. A smile may seem simple, but it says a lot about your character. Smiling demonstrates the personal quality that I am most proud of, which is kindness. Being kind has always been a central part of my personality and will continue to play into the way I act for the rest of my life. By being kind to others in college, I will promote an atmosphere of understanding, acceptance, and inclusion. I am committed to making others feel comfortable around me and getting to know my peers and professors on a personal level. In doing so, I hope to inspire kindness in others. Armed with my smile and a bag of toiletries, I know that I will have a positive and lasting impact on any UC campus. So when I move into the dorms during orientation week, I know the effects of my kindness and my smile will already begin to be felt. I will not be afraid to introduce myself to my professors, bond with my new peers, and in the event that my roommate runs out of toothpaste, I will offer them some of mine, all while maintaining the smile on my face. Oh my god, what was I thinking, dude? Once again, not horrible. The writing is pretty good, but it's just so freaking corny. Like, really? This is the personal quality that is important to me? First of all, I don't know if I'm BSing, but I honestly don't think I'm that nice. Like, I don't know. Maybe I've just had a hardened heart over the years because this was in 2014 and it is now 2019. This is really funny for me to read. I mean, it's true. I think the thing that I said about your smile being the first thing people notice about you, I definitely think that's one of the things that people notice about me personally, but wow, that was pretty lame. I don't know. I mean, if I'm a reader and I'm reading this and I'm looking at the application and I'm seeing how terrible the transcript is, this isn't gonna, like, you know, this isn't gonna convince me to let this person into the school. So while it's not terrible, it's not great either. I mean, looking back now, the essays that I wrote, obviously for transfer, number one, were more effective and successful, but I just think they're way better. And yeah, there's typos, there are grammar issues. Once again, I think it's because I felt kind of pressured because I was doing it like at the last minute, like literally 2 hours before the application was due. Like, I remember this. So, moral of the story, don't wait till the last minute. You'll end up with an essay about what kind of toothpaste you use. Yeah. This has been a learning experience. Just kind of quickly to address why the essays, actually the topics and the prompts got changed from personal statements to personal insight questions. I think a big part of that was the fact that people didn't know how to respond to these questions. And I think that you can tell through my essay that I was kind of like jiving a little bit. I don't know if jiving's the right word, but I didn't know what to respond, and I wouldn't know how to respond if I had to do it today. Actually, you know what? I want to say that I think the essay about the all-girls school is pretty good. I think it wasn't bad. If I had grammar checked it, if I had maybe proofread it, or had like an English professor, you know, give me a few pointers, I think it could have been pretty solid. But yeah, wow, that was eye-opening. Don't write about what kind of toothpaste you like. Yeah, wow. Okay, guys, so anyone who's a transfer student, I'm curious, did you apply to UC as a senior in high school, and what were your essays about, and were they horrible? Were they okay? Were they great? Let me know. I'm really just out of my own curiosity, like I want to know what that experience was like for you. And anyone who's been rejected, like what tips do you have to share about essay writing to future applicants who are probably watching this video wanting to know what they should write about? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you don't already. I am constantly uploading content about transferring, community college, and UC and UCLA. So if you're interested in seeing more of that, hit subscribe, and I will see you next Saturday at 3 p.m. Bye.